Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy.
You are listening to Phantasm Podcast.
Hey, this is Trevor Sternad.
Ryan H. back from the Black Dahlia murder.
Tom Gabriel Moyer. Derek Green from Simple Tour.
Ross Dolan from Immolation.
We are Gorgasm.
Ismail from Crater.
This is Ernie C. of Body Count.
Terrence from Suffocation.
FANTASM Podcast.
Join your hosts Corey and Dr. Vincent West for exclusive interviews with the sickest bands in metal and more. Head over to cultoffphantasm.com, the only gravesite for all things horror and death metal. No filler, all killer.
I might fall from a tall building. I might roll a brand new car. Cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star.
What the fuck is up? Corey Gorechrist, Phantasm Podcast. With me as always,
Dr. Vincent.
In quarantine, we've done quite a few of these for you guys. Doing another Linda Blair special tonight, here in the social distancing era of Phantasm. Doctor, what do we decide on? Courtesy of the Tubi app.
Okay, so we were looking at a bunch of different stuff, which will remain nameless, because we know these are things that we were going to do for the most part. But I stumbled across this last night. I don't think I've ever seen this. I saw this. I don't remember it as a kid. It's a movie called Grotesque from 1988.
Somewhere between reality and illusion is the nightmare.
I've been making my living scaring people for a long time. I'm not about to stop now.
I think I know the difference between what's real and what's not.
Orville Kruger specializes in nightmares. Orville Kruger's greatest nightmare is about to begin.
We really had a big secret up here.
Tear the house apart! Jesus. I think there's a room behind here. My God, get out of here!
There's a good possibility that your niece is still alive.
I want to be part of this search.
There's a party at the Kruger house, and you're invited.
Don't!
Starring Linda Blair, of course, directed by a guy named Joe Tornatore, who was an actor in the 60s, like the late 60s. He was an uncredited gorilla in like Planet of the Apes. He was also in the 70s, Planet of the Apes, where he was Zillow in one of the episodes.
Amazing.
And what else was he in? He was in The Director, and he was in Sergeant Salita in an episode of MASH, and he was in he was in The Fall Guy. He was Beepo in an episode. He was in T.J. Hooker. He played a bodyguard in that. And of course, in this film, he is the character of Charlie in this film, so he does cameo in this. As a director, he directed a little movie called The Zebra Force, and then that Codename Zebra, which I think is also on this app. It's like those Vietnam movies, but they're like drug movies too, like about drug dealers and shit. And it's got Mike Lane as where was Carmine something.
Democracy, it's amazing, from Rod Stewart's drama. It's amazing.
Yeah, and Frankenstein 1970 and shit like that.
That was a joke. I was feeling stupid. Anyway,
but he's in this film as well. He plays Frank N. Stein, which I guess references him from when he was in that Frankenstein movie, which is kind of cool. So he's in it, so there's a little bit of camaraderie there. And as far as the film is concerned, also has Tab Hunter, which was in Grease 2 and some other shit. He was also in The Fall Guy.
Dude, I'm going to tell you something. This is weird. I know to say this, but
Hawaii Five-0, Love Boat.
I love the Grease movies. I love the original.
Oh, they're great. It's classic stuff. But this movie, because we did do Savage Streets also, which was great, except for the ending, but it was good. Linda Blair goodness, and
yeah, you kind of run out of gas at the end, but you guys can hear that on the episode.
Yeah, but this one is gang of crazed punkers breaks into a family's vacation home in the mountains and slaughters the entire family except for the one daughter, Linda Blair, who gets away. As the gang pursues the girl through the snow, they slowly realize that some kind of murderous creature is chasing them. So, instead of her going full-on Savage Streets, she's got a little help from a little monster. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I've never seen this, so I'm pretty excited to check this one out.
And to reference our Monster Dog episode with Alice Cooper, starring Alice Cooper, he wasn't on the episode, he's in the movie. But this is the same bad quality video, too, for this one, kids. This is
I don't think it's as bad as that one. That one looked like Betamax.
pretty bad.
This one,
pretty bad.
This one,
definitely not a Blu-ray.
No, this one looks like a straight-up DVD rip. But the DVD was a VHS rip. It doesn't look quite as bad as the other one.
No, it's not as bad as Monster Dog, however, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's check out some tidbits on this film here. I can get it to go back.
So, wait a minute. Well, so is it conflicted with this? Is it 87 or is it 88? I'm confused.
It's 88. It's 88.
Okay.
1988. Let's see what we got here.
There's a guy that has really cool trailers, kids, on YouTube. His name's Video Detective, but he had the year wrong on this, and it's weird because he's got some bitchin' fucking old school Hitchcock trailers on his page. And don't know that I'm a huge Hitchcock fan, and he just has some really cool stuff. So I was surprised that he had the year wrong on this. He must have fucking had a 12-er when he put this up. Okay, hold on. The guy on the screen right there, not with the beard.
Yeah, the old guy.
Whoa. Hold on. Who is that right there?
I have no idea.
The guy with the cigar.
I have no idea. I'd have to...
That motherfucker has been in a bunch of shit.
Let me see if I can find him on here.
You know what I'm talking about, the guy with the cigar?
Yep. I believe that is Guy Stockwell.
He's been in something that I love, and I cannot think of what it is.
Let's see. We will pull it up here. He's been in a billion things. Mostly TV, so that's probably where we're going to go through the TV list so Dr. West can find what he's been watching. Let's see. I'll find a good one here. Let's see. Gunsmoke, he was on 2 episodes.
Awesome.
Now you like your westerns. He was on a lot of old westerns. Tales of Wells Fargo. He was on Lawman.
Love it.
Sword of Zorro. He was on 2 episodes of The Magical World of Disney. He was Max in 2 episodes.
That's awesome.
Perry Mason. He was in Wagon Train. He was in The Warlord. He played Draco. Let's see. Let's go up a little bit here. He was in the show Lancer on an episode.
Loved it. Loved that show.
Bonanza, he was on 2 episodes.
Awesome.
Let's see. It's Alive, he was Bob Clayton. Let's see. Streets of San Francisco. Fantasy Island, he was Logan on an episode.
Amazing.
Paul Everett on Chips. Magnum P.I., he was Dick McWilliams. T.J. Hooker, there's a lot of those on here on this show. On this movie, sorry. Zach Pappas, he was in T.J. Hooker. He was on 2 episodes of Knight Rider.
Amazing.
Zachary Sloat and Riggins. The Fall Guy, another cast member of the Fall Guy on this movie. He played Fargo and Sheriff Billy Wendell.
So fucking awesome.
Matlock, he was Chief Johnson on an episode. So this is getting up past this film. So now we got Quantum Leap. He was on an episode as Jake Edwards. Sorry. Santa Sangre. He was Orgo. He was on Murder, She Wrote. He was on 3 episodes of that. And he was a club owner on Columbo. That's all I can find on here. That would be notable. And if that is him, I'm assuming that's who that is.
That's amazing.
It's pretty bitchin'. Alright, let's see what else we can dig up here. Try to do some trivia here. Let's see. Linda Blair once stated in an interview with Fangoria magazine that the original title of the film wasn't as exploitive, and as associate producer she could have sued to fight the change. But it would have ended up costing her more money than she got out of the whole project. It's interesting.
That is interesting. Burger King.
Yep, we got a BK. They're waking up with the king.
Look, let me just tell. Can I just say something to our listeners out there? Have it your way.
Let's see. It's the last film to feature Luana Patton. I think that's who died in the beginning of the movie. She was one of the first 2 contract players for Walt Disney Studios. She made her debut in Song of the South. That's insane. Yeah, she had several more films and TV episodes, retiring from Hollywood completely at the end of 1970, except for a brief cameo in Grotesque. So this was her last thing. But I mean, she'd been around for fucking ever. Like, she was a film legend at this point, being in a ton of stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
It is. It's weird. And here's the only other piece of trivia I can find right now, but this is interesting. It says at least 2 of the Silver Shamrock masks from Halloween 3 are in the den among the collection of special effects.
No, what now?
2 of the Silver Shamrock masks from Halloween 3 are in the den among the collection of special effects. So there's a scene
God damn!
that's got the masks from the film in it, where they have, I guess, a special effects room in here somewhere.
Man, that's fucking awesome.
It was pretty cool. And we got Donna Wilkes, I guess is who that chick is there. She was Jackie in Jaws 2. I think that's where I recognize her from, that lady there next to Linda.
I do remember her. She was the one, hold on, she's the one that said, "Can I ride on your boat?" He's like, yeah. She
yeah.
rode on Mike's boat.
Yeah, and she was in T.J. Hooker as well. A lot of people in this film got their thing from that. Diane Adler from Different Strokes on an episode.
Gaffietti was in this.
You what?
I think Gaffietti was in this, the blondie right there.
Jesus, it looks like the singer.
He's like,
let's see. Donna Wilkes was also Alice Morrow on Incredible Hulk and Days of Our Lives. She was on there too.
No. Okay, hold the second phone. Okay. There's a really big dude with the punk people, okay? He's a really big motherfucker. That guy is in Tango and Cash.
The guy with the headphones on?
No, hold on a minute. Hold on. I haven't seen him again yet. Hold on. The blonde guy looks like Guy Fieri on crack.
He does.
Okay, hold on a second. I will tell you his name. Because ladies and gentlemen, I will prove my film nerdness right now. Okay. Not that anybody's challenging it.
I'll challenge it just so you can prove it.
Okay.
No one else can
speak
up.
He's the big bastard to the left looking into the car window. The guy with the giant jaw.
I see him.
I'm looking him up right now and tell you his name. Hold on, because I actually love that dude. That guy's been in some really bad movies.
We got another guy, Brad Wilson, because I don't, it's hard to know these guys' names, especially never seen the movie. One of these guys is named Scratch, I'm assuming. And he's been in stuff. It might be the blonde guy, actually, because he looks familiar. Another T.J. Hooker. Cast member. Highway to Heaven. Scorpion. Then he went on to do a little movie called Kazam. A Shack.
Amazing.
And he was in Good Burger, too. He was a scared customer. And Good Burger. That's pretty funny. I wish a lot of these actually had, like, pictures of the fucking people on here, but... There's Nels Van
His name is Robert Zadar. Rest in peace. This guy died in 2015. This guy is the shit, okay?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who he is. He's the goddamn maniac cop.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking Matt Cordell. Yep, he's fucking Matt Cordell. That's fucking amazing. Goddamn maniac cop. That's where I've seen
Only
it.
Dr. West, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
That's where I found that big ass dude. He's in a ton of shit. Big.
You guys want it? You want it taken care of? Just talk to the doctor. Thank you. Good night.
Found the big bastard right away. Knew who he was.
But I'm going to look up something real quick on him real quick, and I'm sure you're already looking at this with me. So, he's in Hot Chili.
Yep.
Man, he was in Moonlighting, which is crazy. The Night Stalker, he was Chuck Summers. A movie called Hellhole, which I have on Blu-ray.
It's also on the Tubi app.
Put that out.
It's on the Tubi app also.
Oh, that's amazing. We're going to have to do that. We're going to do Hellhole, kids.
He's also in Codename Zebra that,
And he's in Cherry 2000, which is fucking awesome.
he was in, Joe Tornatore's other film, Codename Zebra, as well, so that's where he got him from, I guess. Or
I'm
this.
telling you, that guy is like the master of B actors. That guy is the shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a ton of stuff. There's an episode of Growing Pains, too.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, no, they didn't. Cherry 2000's out on Blu-ray. I'm about to buy it right now, kids. Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm not joking. I swear it's on here.
Let's see what we
Cherry
got.
2000 is a criminally fucking underrated fucking movie.
It's set in 2017, I think, is the where it's supposed to be, like where the film's at or whatever. You know, made in the 80s, but I'm trying to see who put this out.
Kino Lober.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm buying the hell out of that.
It's only $20. It says, do a synopsis of that.
He's one of the main people in that movie, too. I'm telling you, that guy is a second... He is a second B-horror sci-fi movie czar. That guy was the shit. And if you've ever seen Tango and Cash, you will know immediately who I'm talking about.
Yep. Or Maniac Cop. I mean, he's the Maniac Cop.
Maniac Cop goes for some sort of internet school, you know. But I'm telling you, you can really get a good look at this guy if you watch Tango and Cash. No makeup. He is a huge man.
He is. You know who else is in Cherry 2000? Fucking Brian James.
Of course he is, because Brian James is the fucking horror show. He's fucking Max Jenkins, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's the shit.
He really is the shit.
He's
By the
the
way,
shit.
Blumhouse's Fantasy Island is out. And I can tell you it's horrible. Dr. West says it rules. Just know that Dr. West gives it his fucking horns. Thank you, Blumhouse. That is my favorite thing you guys have ever done. Aside from the fucking Black Christmas remake, which is also fucking fantastic, and I love it.
That's one I haven't seen yet that I need to watch.
Which one?
Both of them, really. But Black Christmas, I haven't seen that one yet.
Dude, I'm going to tell you what. They have knocked both of those out of the park as far as I care. Right out of the park. Those are both Dr. West approved. I think both of those movies Black Christmas is a great slasher. Fantasy Island is just a good horror movie. And, yeah, nothing but love from the Doctor on that. I'm going to tell you what, those are some good fucking movies, in my opinion. You know? Don't take my word for it. I think you should, but you don't have to.
You know, I always do.
Oh, I know you do, and I appreciate it. But yeah, kids, Doctors feels a little resurgence. They've not, and I'll tell you what, I like those, what are those other movies they did? I went back, of course, I saw the second one in the theater, but, what's the other movies that they do? Those movies are so good, man. They've done 2 of them. So it's also like a tween slasher, but it's really good. I own both of them. I can't remember the name of that fucking thing. Oh, Happy Death Day to Me, it's second or whatever. Happy Death Day. Man, good shit. Really good shit. Whatever those movies are great. You know. Sorry, I got away from the movie. The movie's comical watching that TV stuff, though it's kind of funny. That beer, looks like Ratio Fortune mixed with George Romero. Thank you.
I got a fucking ad. I'm gonna pause it. Fucking ad.
Oh, I paused it right on some dude with a fucking, it looks like a fucking stick or a crowbar through his fucking mouth.
Oh, you ended on a good part there.
At 20 minutes and 2 seconds.
I got Snoop Dogg with the General here, so it's doing this bullshit. Hang on. Used to be Shaq, now it's Snoop Dogg doing the. You can go to the General, waste Corey's time. Anyway.
Snoop Dogg should have enjoyed that surprise. Thank you.
Oh yeah, there we go. We got the old guy here. They're smoking. He does look like George Romero a little bit. Looks kind of like a mix between him and.
Are you back on the film?
Toby Hooper. Yeah, I'm trying to get to your scene here because I'm still behind. Let me see. It's like Toby Hooper and George A. Romero. It's really strange. That's what that guy looks like. Got this bitch smoking. She's smoking. They're eating dinner. Where's the fucking crowbar? Crowbar. There's Linda Blair. Crowbar. Not the band. Crowbar. Talking about actual weapon. Then once this happens, we can... Oh, there it is. Alright, unpause. I am paused. Unpause. Okay.
There's one of the Halloween masks. I just saw it.
Yep, they got all kinds of shit in here. It's pretty neat. Looks like one of the many rooms of the Doctor in here with all the masks and people's heads and...
Corey Feldman's and A.K. Tommy Jarvis and Friday 4.
Yep, we're looking at a Nosferatu poster. We got some. Yep, there's one of the Halloween masks, the pumpkin mask.
Yep, that's the one I've seen. Now, are they all in here? Do we need to be looking for all of them? Is that something we need to be looking for, or is it just the
It
one?
said there's at least 2.
I just saw the one.
I only saw the pumpkin. I didn't see the other one. But they said there's at least 2, which means there's another one somewhere, maybe another scene. Where they come back to this room, I don't know, but they're supposedly more than that.
A big motherfucker.
Now they're in the kitchen. Is that where you're at?
Yes.
Dude's looking, Big Mother's looking through the fucking window. We got some stalking action here. So, oh yeah, here we go. I bet this is just a prank. Maybe. Yeah. That dude just brought a mask downstairs. What a genius. Oh, George Hooper. Toby Romero. The direction's kind of weird. You know, you got the... It's like a wide angle right here. Like, it's kind of cool, actually. Motherfucker can't even... He put on the full latex for that. That's rad. You had to rip the fucking mask off his face. It's got like a Wolfman mask. It's pretty intense.
You talking about Lucio Romero?
Yeah.
Or George Fulci?
Yeah, he looks like Fulci a little bit too. That's hilarious. It's Toby A. Bolchie. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I guess we can cue up the Altering the Future.
Altering the Future!
Thanks, Chuck. We will go to 1988, where this was filmed, and bring you some other movies. We've done it a few times, but not too many, I don't think. And we're going to do it anyway. There's a lot of good ones on here.
If it was 87, it would be real bad.
Yeah. But we really haven't done this much. Done it a few times, but we're going to do it again, so fuck it. I'm just going to go all over the place here. Usually I do the horror. I'm just going to mix it all up here. Got Vampire's Kiss with Nicolas Cage. We got Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers. We got Maniac Cop, which features our boy Robert Z'Dar as Matt Cordell. Did it the same year with Bruce Campbell, Tom Atkins. Got Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, which just had their anniversary because it came out a few days ago. We got Destroyer. We got Edge of the Axe. We got Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Dream Master. We got Halloween 4, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Got Poltergeist 3. We got The Lair of the White Worm, which we almost did. We got Return of the Killer Tomatoes. We got Slugs. Hellbound 2, Hellraiser 2. Dead Ringers. Got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Got the Doctor's favorite film, The Nest. We got Monkey Shines, Waxwork, which we've done, Critters 2, the main course.
You just call Monkey Shines and Mookie Shines?
Mookie Shines? No, it was Monkey Shines. Critters 2, the main course. We did Phantasm 2, which of course we've done that one. Moving with Richard Pryor. The Blob, which was our first episode, so that's always a shout out. Serpent in the Rainbow, one of Wes Craven's best films. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which we're working on something with that. It's going to be a 32nd anniversary this month. Brain Damage, Big Top Pee-wee, Night of the Demons, Crocodile Dundee 2, License to Drive, one of the best comedies ever made. Dead Heat, Hell Comes to Frogtown. It is. Hell Comes to Frogtown, Coming to America, Hairspray, Michael Jackson Moonwalker, Midnight Run, Twins, They Live, which we've done.
Midnight Run and Twins are great albums.
They are great albums.
Bad movies.
They're great death metal albums. Especially Midnight Run, it's good. I like Twins a lot. Yeah, They Live, shout out to Mike Smith. Let's see. Got Cocoon, The Return.
God, dude.
We got Casual Sex, that's with Leah Thompson.
That's a good movie.
It is good.
Andrew Dice Clay is really funny in that movie if you guys ever get a chance to watch it.
Yep. We got Johnny Be Good, that's Anthony Michael Hall. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
It's a great movie. Return
of the Living Dead Part 2. We got Hobgoblins. We got Young Guns, one of the best. And we got Red Heat. We got Action Jackson. Go Carl Weathers. Fish Called Wanda. Mississippi Burning. We got Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Child's Play. The Deadpool with Clint Eastwood. Tequila Sunrise. Got Messenger of Death, Charles Bronson. Die Hard. I'm just all over the place. Usually I just kind of save them all. We got Akira, one of the best animes ever made. Pulse. We got Uninvited.
Akira.
And we got The Hulk Returns. Got, let's see if we got anything else. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. It's a good one. We got Big, the Tom Hanks movie. The only reason I like that movie is because I go to F.A.L. Schwartz. I went there a few times as a kid, and I love that place. It's not there anymore. It's depressing. Scrooged with Bill Murray, Christmas movie. Got Willow. Got My Neighbor Totoro. That's the Studio Ghibli stuff. It's actually really good. The original Dragon Ball. The New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. I used to watch that shit. It's really weird. Deathstalker 3. Got Daffy Duck's Quackbusters. I fucking loved that as a kid.
Dude, that's some good shit.
It's so fucking good. We got Caddyshack 2. It's underrated. It's very good.
So good.
I still got that DVD that you found for me, and went to Chattahoochee.
Did you like it? It's good, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. Laugh my nuts off. The Naked Gun. We got... Let's see if there's anything else on this.
Have you done the horror stuff yet?
I've done it all over the place. Police Academy 5. Yeah, I've done a bunch of the horror stuff already. Just kind of jumped around. Above the Law, Steven Seagal. Got Rambo 3. The Bloodsport. Red Scorpion with Dolph Lundgren. Got Cocktail, Tom Cruise.
Love it.
See if I'm missing any horror. We got Ghoulies 2.
It's a good movie.
976 Evil.
It's a good movie.
We got Zombie 3. We got The Undertaker with Joe Spinell.
I had that movie.
I think it was Severin that put that out? Or was it Vinegar?
No, Vinegar.
It was Vinegar. Got The Howling 4. We got Ghost House. We got The Brain. Let's see if there's anything else. Witchcraft. The movie Heathers. And Rain Man. It's a big one. Land Before Time. Love it. Grave of the Fireflies. That's another Studio Ghibli movie. It's very depressing. Another anime. Oliver and Company. Amazing Disney movie. Let's see. I guess I will...
I'm going to tell you that the music is actually... I've got some good shit for y'all for the music.
See if there's anything else. Last Temptation of Christ. And then the last two...
Gabriel did the soundtrack for that movie. The soundtrack is very bizarre. I can't watch the film. The soundtrack's very interesting.
It is.
I'm not saying I really like it. It's just...
I guess the last film I'll mention is Beetlejuice. I do love the Beetlejuice. That'll wrap up the 88 films. No, it was all over the place, but I've done it several times, so I figured make it fun and make it fucking chaotic. That way you guys can try to keep up and have fun with it. So,
okay, you ready?
Ready.
Well, that's not going to happen. I just fucked it up. Okay. Now, you're going to hear albums that I don't mention, but I don't care because I do my list the way I want to do my list. So,
just gotta have faith.
Here we go. The second album from Poison, Open Up and Say Ah. Hairband? Yes. Is it death metal? No. Is it great? Yes, it is. No Exit from Fates Warning, which is a great album. Features Frank Aristide on guitar on that. And it wasn't the first thing he did with him, but God, his guitar playing's ridiculous. Let's see here. That recent Putrefaction, I don't like it, but that came out. Carcass. Battalions of Fear from Blind Guardian, which I do like. Survive from Nuclear Assault, which is so good.
Fuck yeah.
Planet of Rape and Honey from Ministry. I saw that tour.
Love it.
How Will I Laugh Tomorrow and I Can't Even Smile Today from Suicidal Tendencies. Saw that tour. Jason Becker and Marty Friedman reunite for Go Off with Cacophony. Odyssey from Yngwie Malmsteen. Children Turner on Vocals. It's my favorite Yngwie album. Hands down. I had the song Heaven Tonight stuck in my head. It's one of the first songs on that album. So fucking good.
I will say, for 88, you'll probably guess them, but 3 bands put out my favorite records by them this year. 88.
I will help you with that in a moment.
Whenever you get to
I already know what they are. They're not on my list, but I've already got them set aside for you. I already know what they are. So David Lee Roth's Skyscraper, which has Guitar Playing from Steve Vai. It's his second. It's follow-up to his debut, Eat 'em and Smile. It's really, really good. The first album I ever heard from Overkill, Under the Influence, and saw that tour with my uncle, was really good.
So good.
Hello from Guar. Digital Dictator from Vicious Rumors. That's an underrated Bay Area power metal / thrash band. If you're not familiar with Vicious Rumors, they're fantastic. Let's see, Napalm Deaths from Enslavement, whatever, I don't like that record, but there it is. Eternal Nightmare from Violence, featuring Rob Flynn, killer. Savage Amusement from the Scorpions.
I got another ad started. I got an ad.
Okay, hold on, let me pause this.
Sorry, folks.
I'm going to hold off on the list a minute, because if I don't, it's going to get all fucked up, so.
Got the two.
Anyway, Eternal Nightmare from Violence.
Alright, it is.
2 from Van Halen.
It's back.
Playing on that record's great.
It's back up.
Ballady, but...
Back up. Sorry. It's done. It's a quick ad.
Okay.
There, it's the quarantine special here. Gotta go through
I'm playing, are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Tubi sync up.
Savage Amusement from the Scorpions. My favorite Anthrax record, State of Euphoria.
Mine too. Good shit.
Let's see, Long Cold Winter from Cinderella. That was good as their debut, but, you know, it's a hairband thing, and I grew up with this stuff. I wasn't thrilled with that record. Refuge Denied from Sanctuary. It's a fantastic album.
It was good.
A fiction of the late, great Laurel Dane, who we had on this podcast. He was also a dear friend of mine. So cheers to him.
Cheers, buddy.
Let's see. Jason Becker, Perpetual Burn. It's fantastic. Again, Jason was stricken with a awful disease. Kept him from really being a rock star like he should have been. The guy's an amazing guitarist, and I love him. No Rest for the Wicked from Ozzy Osbourne. My first album to feature Zakk Wylde. It's a great album. Remixed here on drums, followed over from the Ultimate Sin album. I like it. It's my favorite Zakk Wylde record anyway. Power Metal from Pantera. Let's see. Kings of Metal, my second favorite Manowar record. What can I say about that album? It's so good.
Is that another stabbing?
That tour. Love that record. It's so good. It's amazing. Blood, Fire, and Death from Bathory. Ram It Down from Judas Priest, which I actually think is an underrated album.
So good.
The debut from Florida's own Crimson Glory, the Transcendence album. So Far So Good So What from Megadeth, which I hate that record, but a lot of people seem to love it. Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, which is superior to me than Part 1. It's a fantastic power metal album.
It's good.
Saw that tour as well. Saw them with Anthrax, actually, on the Clash of the Titans tour. The self-titled album from Danzig.
It's great.
Run story about Danzig. We had Erie Vaughn on this podcast.
Ooh.
Hero of mine. But here's a true story. I was in 3 separate car accidents with Danzig playing. I will never, ever, as long as I live, listen to Danzig while in a car while someone else is driving or I'm driving. Never happened. Granted, all of the car wrecks I was in with Danzig playing, I was not driving. Also, fun fact, these albums were brand new when I was in this car accident, so that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I did see Danzig on his debut tour when they became the Danzig band. I saw them at a punk club. I wasn't old enough to get in Florida, but I got to see it anyway. Testament, The New Order. Coming soon is my interview with Eric Peterson. It's out there somewhere. You'd have to ask Corey about that. Then from King Diamond, which I think is overrated. Corey's albums that he was mentioning, and then I'll finish my list, are Injustice for All, South of Heaven, and Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, because I know him very well.
That's correct. That is very correct. The most important of the 3 to me is the Probably the Maiden record. It's good.
Now, I'm finishing our list here. So, this is where this gets really weird, okay, kids? Because I love the remaining stuff on this list are things I still listen to constantly. However, my number one is probably going to surprise you, but it's just the way of the world. So, first of all, Death Leprosy. What a great record.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's a great follow-up record. It's a great sophomore effort. It's fucking fantastic. I love it. All these are number one. All four of these. 4 albums, and they're all necessity owns, and that's our first one. So the second one on my 1988 4, but they're all number one, is going to be a little album that I love, and a lot of people are not familiar with this band, which is a shame. And it's a little band called Pestilence, and it's a little album called Malleus Macfrish Karam, however the hell you say that, which features one of Corey's favorite vocalists,
Martin Van Drunen of Asphyx.
A band called Styx.
Yep.
And Martin Van Drunen or something like that. Anyway, and then these are my fantasy records, and they're in this order. So they're all number ones, but this record changed my life. Corner Punishment for Decadence.
So good.
It is so ahead of its time. It's so unique sounding, and it still sounds good to this day. And then my number one album of 1988, hands down, is Operation Mindcrime from Queensryche.
Amazing.
To this day, I don't think a band in metal has made such a creative, outstanding, flamboyant, progressive power metal record before that was even a term.
Yeah.
You've got every amazing thing of any kind of what someone would want. I saw that tour. I saw them open for Metallica. They blew Metallica off the stage. I have been a fan of this band before this record. Rage for Order was the first Queensryche album that I got into, Rage for Order. The first one I ever heard was The Warning. And then, of course, I went back and listened to the EP and everything that my uncle had. But I had seen them before Operation Mindcrime. I saw them on the Rage for Order tour. But Operation Mindcrime is, to this day, true story. I brought that album on a date with a girl named Emily McDonald. And Emily told me at the end of the date that she was literally not even remotely even interested in me after we went and watched a movie together. And I bought that album, ironically, on the date without hearing anything off of it other than, I think, Eyes of a Stranger. And maybe it was something I heard one of the earlier, it may have been Speak. But anyway, true story, my uncle had to drive us to the mall, to the date, took us out because I wasn't old enough to have a license. She basically told me I was a loser, and then I literally kicked the front windshield out of my uncle's car because I was so mad. It's a true story. I cracked it and kicked it out. He didn't make me pay for it. Didn't hit me or ground me or anything like that. He did make me pay for it, though. That's a lot of wants to fix automotive glass, kids.
It's very expensive.
It's outstanding. I know this is a death metal, more extreme stuff podcast, but I don't care. That's still my favorite record of that year. And it's still one of my favorite albums to this day. It's the best thing Queensryche ever did. Everything they did after that was subpar. That album is an absolute 5-star masterpiece. And that's music from 1988.
Oh, yeah. And there were, just to add to that, if you want, there's a few, if you guys are hip-hop fans, there was a few New York hip-hop albums that I absolutely love from that year or two that kind of started a lot of shit. It was Long Live the Kane by Big Daddy Kane. That's good shit. And The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. It's another one. It's good shit. And then, of course, NWA, Straight Outta Compton. It's another good one. Not New York, that's LA, but honorable hip-hop mentions. Oh, there's the other Halloween mask. The chick's actually wearing it. And she's all nudie on this dude.
Yeah, that is it, isn't it?
Yep. She should leave the mask on because she's not attractive. And the dude is not panning down at the boobage. He's just...
But yeah, that Pestilence record's way ahead of its time. In some ways, even more so than the Death Leprosy record, I would say, because Chucker's already... Excuse me, Chucker's already doing those and shit, but that Pestilence record is brutal.
Yeah.
And it's way ahead of its time. Is there thrash elements to it? Absolutely. But as I've said before, and actually, hold on a second. I want to add something to that list if it's not on there. Let me check something real quick.
Yeah, Martin actually played bass and vocals on that record.
Dude, he's so talented, and you know.
And he also did the bass live too. I think on Consuming, he was also played bass for that record and vocals on Consuming Impulse. Which now I think I think Patrick did the guitar and bass for Consuming Impulse, and Martin just did the vocals. And on Malleus, it was Martin who did the bass, and he did the bass tracks live and vocals for that record. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was it.
Okay, there was something that was not on that list that I have to mention. This is honorable mention number 5. This is also a number 1 album. It's also an essential to anybody's death metal collection. It was not shown up on that list, but I remembered 88. I was like, you know what? There was something else very special about that year because I started thinking about Pestilence right there. I was like, hold on a minute. The other record that I would like to mention, and it's as important to me as the Queensryche Operation Mindcrime record, the Pestilence record, Death Leprosy, and Corner's Punishment for Decadence, and this is another just fucking 5-star fucking album. 5 stars, you know, Punishment's probably 4, Pestilence probably 3.5, 4, Leprosy's a solid, 5. But this record is definitely 5 stars, and that's the debut album from Rigor Mortis. It's still one of the best fucking things I've ever listened to in my life. It's absolutely fucking relentless, and it's really, really good. And it was not showing up in that list. I don't know why, but anyway, it's also from 88. So, Rigor Mortis, it's fantastic. It's so fucking good. And I was really happy that the band, a few years ago after my Stacia passed away, they still released their last album with him on it.
They did.
There's a DVD that comes with that album that actually has the last footage of them recording together as a band. And to me, that band is that first album, man, that thing is still... And I have their entire discography upstairs. There's not much to it, but I love that band. Casey Orr, of course, in and out of Guar. But my Stacia, of course, was famous for playing with Ministry, but he never forgot about Rigor Mortis. And that first Rigor Mortis record, man, was produced by the cast from Skinny Puppy, which is weird.
Yeah.
But they were all doing their own thing back then. They were all doing their own shit. But that is a horror fan's delight if you've never listened to the debut album from Rigor Mortis. I cannot say enough about my childhood and that album. I was batshit crazy about that record. That record is so fucking good.
It's good shit, and rest in peace, Bruce Corbett. He was an amazing person. And
Mike Stacia, man, those guys were pioneers, man, and that stuff gets thrown into the thrash category. Rigor Mortis is not a thrash band. Rigor Mortis is a death metal band.
Especially, the thematics of it, and just they were heavy as balls, and I think a lot of that stuff.
Let's have liner notes, okay, for that album. And I had it on cassette as a kid, and I had it on vinyl. You pull the sleeve out, or you open the cassette, like the liner notes out of it. There's nothing but a blood splat ladder, and they're all like crammed in the center of it, and Bruce is holding a goddamn like railroad spike.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is. It's like a fucking giant-ass wooden cone or something. It's like he's gonna fucking murder you. That record stands the test of time. It doesn't sound dated. It just sounds raw and nasty.
Yeah, it's the epitome of what death metal was and is.
And mix them with Venom. It's a fucking death metal album. It's exactly what it is. They don't get the credit for it because there's not the 400-mile-an-hour drums and the guitars and everything. I'm not saying it's just traditional death metal, but it's there.
It was very fast for what it was.
People are going to get, you know, when you mention, I think those guys were groundbreaking. I don't think they realized how much ground they broke. I don't think they ever even saw themselves as that, but they should have, because they are.
When you had some of the albums from death metal bands, you know, you had like Bolt Thrower and Death doing what they were doing, but when they put out that album, I mean, it was a lot faster than that stuff, and it really was, and that's why I guess they put it as thrash.
Here's the other thing, too. When you grew up in Florida, like, I wasn't listening to Bolt Thrower. I wasn't listening to fucking, you know, I did listen to Candlemass back then. I don't consider them death metal, but I listened to them back then. Crimson Glory, I listened to Queensrÿche, but then, you know, the heavier stuff in 88, you know, was definitely Corner, you know?
Yeah.
And obviously Creator.
I'm just saying, as far as like death metal strictly and what they were doing, it wasn't as fast as.
Rigor Mortis got lumped into this thrash thing, and they're not. And then they got lumped into some kind of industrial thing because Scatia was in Ministry, and there's nothing industrial about Rigor Mortis. Rigor Mortis is a fucking metal band.
But that's what I was saying, was that they got roped into thrash because death metal then wasn't fast like that. So they were like, oh, it must be thrash because it's fast. You know, death metal wasn't then. So that's why they're pioneers.
That was another term that got thrown around a lot. Rigor Mortis is speed metal, you know.
No, it's just they didn't know how to categorize them because they had thematic and death metal elements.
I used to tell people Megadeth was speed metal. I never called Megadeth speed metal than thrash. I never really felt like Megadeth was a thrash band.
No, I don't think so either.
Sounds better for them, you know?
Yeah, and they've always more classified themselves that way, too. And like I said, I think at the time they didn't really know where to put Rigor Mortis then, and they were pioneers for making faster death metal sound, because a lot of bands...
Unless you grew up with it, you see these stupid reviews, people... It's like they're not a fucking thrash band. Like, I have nothing against, you know, the genre per se, as I do some instances we've had, but that's another story for another time, but Rigor Mortis is not a thrash band. Rigor Mortis, if anything, you gotta get called speed metal. It's border on what would become, you know, death metal. It's just extreme music. It's like the content, you know, it's just way ahead of its time. I loved it, you know, and it doesn't have the death vocals, but Bruce's vocals were fucking powerful, you know, and it kind of kicked you in the nuts, you know, and you know, another record that, and I wasn't trying to slide it under the rug, but Nuclear Assault Survive is great.
Yeah.
But interesting thing, as much as I love that record, and again, this is not 88, but I think my favorite thing that Nuclear Assault ever did, it's the record that I constantly go back to, is probably Handle with Care.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's my favorite one.
I saw that tour. I saw them on the Survive tour, actually. That was the first time that I saw them.
We got another ad coming here. 4 seconds. I just pause it. Yeah. Just went to...
50-31, just FYI.
Alright, you see this. Obviously, the Grotesque killer guy. There's been some good kills since we've been yapping, but it's a very gross movie. Effects are good. Alright, it's coming back. I'm at 50-42, so catch up here in a second. Just now.
50-31.
Okay, well, I'll pause it then. You can unpause it.
Let me tell you when it's at 42?
Yes.
Okay, hit play.
Alright. And play.
It's like snow.
Yeah. Just got over that dude. I guess his name is Patrick. He's talking about Santa Claus or some shit. And then...
I've been talking about the film. This film is pretty damn effective.
Yeah, it's very quick. You know, these guys murdered Linda's family, and then she's out, and he's, this Patrick guy, I guess, is slowly killing all these, you know, punker, you know, gang member guys, and he just, like, grabbed this dude's face and turned it into a fucking prune, like, a minute ago, so... I got this fucking guy. It's actually, if this was restored, it's actually very pretty. Like, as far as actually, like, being shot, it looks cool. Like, there's a lot of really nice landscape to it, especially in this scene. With the winter stuff, and, you know, it looks... It's beautifully shot, but, you know, it looks like shit, because it's not restored, so it just looks bad. Let's see if I can find where this was shot.
Is it showing that chick on there with you?
Yeah. Film location.
That hair's so bad it looks like winter. Thank you.
Boom. Let's see.
It does look. It looks like shit.
I know. I'm gonna pull up where this was filmed here.
You have to admit that was a good show.
It was pretty good. It was filmed in Fawnskin, California. This is Big Bear Lake in San Bernardino National Forest where this scene is, which is pretty nice, actually. It's pretty badass. Old San Bernardino. But yeah, like I said, it looks... The actual shooting of the film looks great, but it's not restored, so it looks like garbage. And it looks like an old DVD rip, like a not even remastered DVD rip, just straight up this old DVD. And like the Linda Blair still in her fucking PJs, basically is what it looks like. Running around, she's got like this fucking Hillary Clinton romper on. I don't know what the fuck she's wearing. Looks ridiculous. But I wouldn't be caught dead in that snow, that's for sure. Here's the killer dude, Patrick, who was talking about Santa Claus. Don't really know what he was talking about. He's trying to feel up that chick in the cabin, and he was like, I'm Santa Claus. It's fucking weird, so. No idea what that's about. And I think he's about to rescue Linda Blair here, who's being choked in the snow. Here he comes fucking fumbling through here. This is just weird. Hell yeah, there you go. And now the dude's being choked out by this Patrick dude, who's the grotesque slasher character, but somehow is on the side of Linda Blair, I guess. I don't know why. I think he's just trying to protect these women and fucking kill these dudes, because he didn't kill the other chick either, who was with the punker guys that killed Linda's family, so I don't know. This is taking a strange turn. But there's a good shot of Big Bear. See, they got, like I said, a lot of good shots in this. It's just, it looks like I filmed it with my Motorola Razr in like 2014. It just looks bad. It's like 1.3 megapixels, you know, it just looks terrible. So, upbeat country music playing. Cool. There's the dead mom. That's a nice shot. Jesus Christ. It's very effective. There's another one, the dead sister. I mean, they're just slowly showing this guy's all hunky-dory with his upbeat country music. And
which is weird.
They're showing flashes of, like, everyone dead in that house. He's about to roll up on him and be like, holy Jesus Christ. Yep, there's another dead body. It's another dead body. It's also serving as a Jeep.
I'll be right back. The doctor has to drain the main vein.
It's also like set up like a Jeep commercial right there. Upbeat country music. Here I'm in my fucking Jeep Liberty going up San Bernardino. So he's just, you know, John Denver here is about to find this fucking tomb that was his family's little cabin here. And they are all dead except for Linda, so my guess is he's going to see this and go find them. But great direction. Like, I love the shots in this film. It's very, considering this guy hasn't done a whole lot, and he's been more of an actor, I love this. And this is very brutal, because they keep going back to the shots of the dead family members, like one by one. It's very effective, and they're even using the same exact shots over and over, but it's giving you this kind of like sense of like paranoia almost, but it's also kind of feels very just, I don't know, it's fucking brutal and effective the way he's doing it, because it's just like, here's your dead dad, here's your dead mom, here's your dead sister, and here's your dead niece. It's just like keeps on flashing to him, and this is pretty crazy. I'm actually gonna put on some dialogue, see if he screams or something here. There's the, oh my god, I think I just missed it. Oh, there's another Jeep there. Well, I missed it. He was like, oh my god! And we're gonna see what else, maybe. This guy looks like Chuck Norris, this fucking sheriff here. This movie's funded by Jeep, I guess, because there's a lot of them on here. San Bernardino thing, you just head up to the valley with your fucking Jeep Cherokee. You know, yeehaw. So he's waiting in his John Denver coat in his little cabin there. That one guy looks like fucking Will Ferrell. To the left. I know it's not. If you guys are watching this right now, 57 minutes, 8 seconds, it looks like fucking Will Ferrell. It looks like Will Ferrell, like, in 2020, like that's what it looks like. It's hilarious. Jesus fucking Christ.
So what was the explanation of the Halloween mask in the film?
There's no explanation, just said they were in it. I mean, I guess they just used them for the film. Like, I don't know why, or...
Where the hell did they get them?
I have no idea. There's no correlation between the films and this. I guess the guy just had the masks, or they borrowed them to I don't know. Maybe they were easy to get then. So they kind of... It's like, we need some effects masks, and we don't really... Obviously, with this film, they don't really have big effects budget, doesn't seem like, so they probably just borrowed them, you know. But who knows? That's a story we may be able to get out of somebody one day. Who knows? I like the cabin. It is a beautiful area, and again, I keep repeating myself, but like I said, this is a very well done film as far as direction. It looks, the shots are awesome. Like, I give props to old Joe for directing this film. He did a really good job with it.
Yeah, it is nice.
Like I said, I would actually like a good print of this. You know, it's not a bad movie. It's actually, the pace of it's pretty damn good. And we'll save that for final thoughts, but anyway. They must have cleared those bodies out quick, because there was like body before he even got there, and then like they're all just sitting in the living room where they all died at now. It's kind of strange, but a little bit tacky on the police end to do that. The one thing I do want, I've always wanted one of those sheriff bomber jackets. Those things are rad. Mainly because of the Halloween films, they always have the Haddonfield police, and they're always wearing those fucking green bomber jackets. I've always wanted one. I've had one watched on eBay for forever, and I'm gonna eventually just go ahead and buy it, because I found a Haddonfield police department patch on there too, so I'm gonna buy it and sew it on that bitch. Just be something cool to wear around, you know. Not as fat whenever I put that on my watch list on eBay like 2 years ago, so I could probably actually fit in it. So, but they're hard to find. I was hoping just one day at a pawn shop they just had one of those and no one knew what the fuck it was, because sometimes they just have the bombers, because people make like shitty remakes of those nowadays. It's like a fashion thing, but they don't have like the black collar, like the fuzzy collar around it. That's what I want, like what that dude's got. He's got the fucking goddamn black fur collar. That's what I want, because that's the OG shit. I don't want a fucking hoodie on it, or just like a cut off, like no collar on it. A lot of times they don't have shit on there. You gotta have the fur, the black fur. Of course, his isn't green. His is one of the black bomber jackets, which are pretty cool too. I mean, honestly, I'd have either one. Pretty rad. Good old Will Ferrell. It's fucking funny. It looks just like him. It's fucking working. You can find anything else out about this film. And it looks like it's going to be winter in no time. This and that one dude is Tab Hunter. I think he's the...
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever violently burnt your tongue on food? Because it sucks.
I do it all the time, because as soon as I take it out of the oven, I'm like, I want to eat it. And then it's... I'm
telling you right now, I have literally probably a 3rd-degree burn on my tongue. Like, it's awful.
That fucking sucks. Yeah, that's not fun at all. Not fun.
Guys listening at home, if you've ever done that, I'm nursing it with fucking cold water. And then a lot of the times what I'll do is go in there and gargle with Listerine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it actually makes it feel better. I don't know why. I guess because it's an antiseptic.
Just calm it down.
Well, I'm going to go do that right now. The doctor will be right back in 30 seconds.
We got another doctor break. The break from the doctor. And they're on the prowl looking for this killer that they're going to be pleasantly surprised. He looks like a melting nutsack. Is what his face looks like. Like, seriously, there's like a slimy little, like, piece hanging off of his face. And it just looks like straight up just melted scrotum. That's what he looks like. Or like the old silly putty. Looks like that. Just the flesh-colored silly putty. If you stuck like a shit ton of it onto someone's face, that's what that Patrick dude looks like. But of course, he's not the one that killed everybody. Those punkers are the ones that killed the family. So that's what they're really looking for. And there is Patrick right there. Actually kind of looks like a hemorrhoid. It's just gross. We don't know his story. He's got fucking doo-doo stains on his fucking little jumpsuit there. Looks like he's got a wet butt. He just maybe pooed it or something. So he's still on the prowl trying to track down the rest of these punkers before these fucking hicks do. And, they're all, looks like they're going to be a huge clusterfuck here, and they're probably going to end up killing Patrick if I had to say anything about it. And,
That's better.
You good? You did some quick surgery there?
Dude, I'm telling you, okay, here's the thing. They have these amazing casserole dinners now.
It's an amazing casserole dinner.
And it's supposed to be like feed more than one. It's just feed Dr. West.
Yeah.
But you nuke it for 13 and a half minutes, so you can imagine how hot it is when I put my tongue into it.
Yeah. I need to sit it for at least, the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got another dead guy. That's the guy that got choked out. There's Linda, but I don't think Linda's dead. This one's still alive, magically. And here's the other two punkers. Dramatic synth rock music playing, is what it says on the subtitle here. And there's Patrick. He's gonna take down fucking Blondie, and then this chick is fucking wailing on that motherfucker. That's actually intense. Oh, and then there's gunshots. See, I figured this is like the big culmination here. It's a clusterfuck. Everybody's seeing everybody now. There's the punkers are united with these hicks from the sheriff's department, and then you got Patrick's ugly ass getting shot, and he's just trying to save.
What is the deal with the guy in the blue jumpsuit?
I don't know, that's what I was saying. He's just some, monster dude that's trying to randomly kill all these punkers. Because he saved Linda Blair, and then that other chick that was with the punkers, he was trying to save her too. But I don't know why, because she was one of the assailants. But here's all these fucking hicks that are coming up here trying to kill whoever. I don't even think they know what the hell's going on, so they're going to try and kill these punkers.
It's supposed to be like Frankenstein, where they're all going to kill the monster.
I guess so. Even though he's the one that's been protecting Linda, came out of nowhere. These punkers are running around. And they're still chilling. But they shot him down.
Winter Varney's in this.
So they,
She's like, I'm going to make your hair look as bad as mine. I'm going to make it look like a dog's butt.
So now they're probably going to be like, they show we got him.
His face, is that a mask or is he mutated?
He's mutated. But she looks like I said, like a melted scrotum. And see, now they're going to kill him. Wait, maybe? Oh, yeah, he's going to get in the wrong hands here. Oh, God. It's his papa. Oh, they shot him. He literally said don't like twice, and they're just like, oh! Yep, they shot us. They did him a favor. Look at that. He was like, Papa? Brr. I guess he... Oh, now we get it. Oh, shit. Yeah, they made him a fucking crevice.
Dude, that guy's face looked like a fucking loaded up ball sack.
Yeah. Well, now it looks like a fucking castrated ball sack. Jesus Christ. That Frankenstein guy is the guy that's been in a lot of this dude's other films. Frankenstein. Joe Tornatore.
Dude, that guy's face was fucking Taco Rancho, and I'm gonna tell you something else. That gunshot to his face was fucking hideous.
Yeah. So I guess he was actually a family member of theirs. I guess long lost, estranged, whatever. And that's why he was protecting her. Not anymore, he just got shot right in the fucking face.
Yeah, but it wasn't even just like getting shot in the face. It was like, it blew the fucking work face off of him. It was nasty.
Yeah. Now it's just a fucking hole.
That makeup, I'm gonna tell you what, that was fairly effective. That was gross.
Yeah. That was a shotgun shot to the face. And I got an ad. We know this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm on an ad too, so. Actually, mine's starting later for some reason. Now my ad's starting, so. You need to have your Samsung watch. You need to have your Samsung watch. I don't want a Samsung watch, thanks. I already have one. It's broken. Yeah, this... I don't even understand. It still has the subtitle, even though it's on these ads.
Pause this or leave it alone.
Pause it. I still have the subtitle from the movie, even though it's on 2 ads, and it says, "Oh, nurse, take him to that room." Oh, nurse, take me to that room. Alright, unpause it now. Should be showing a little... I guess that's the sheriff's office. Well, sheriff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my thing. There's still like 20 minutes of this fucking film left. It feels like it should be over.
Well, no, because the punk people are still alive, so someone's gonna go take them down. Because now they're getting away with murder is what they're doing. So, something's gonna happen. Yeah, there we go. I think you're a fucking liar. So, there's still some vengeance to be had here, whether it's Linda when she wakes up, or I don't know how they're doing it, but...
Hey, can I ask you a question? I know this is probably wrong, but the one guy, not the Will Ferrell guy there, but the other sheriff guy...
Mm-hmm.
You know who that looks like?
Who?
I'm almost positive that that's fucking, the old guy from fucking Old School.
Oh, Blue?
I swear it is.
Let me see.
It fucking looks like him.
Well, one of them is uncredited. And that is, Robert Zoller. But I don't know if that's who that is, but if it is, he was a property master for Jack's Back and Summer Camp Nightmare. And he was in the makeup department. He was effects artist for Critters. Which is pretty rad. One of those, sheriffs. But again, it's hard to, tell on here. Because it doesn't show a lot of their faces, and there's not a whole lot about this film, really, as far as all the characters and stuff. So I'm not quite sure what that guy's. I'm guessing that's Robert Zoller. It's the only one listed as a sheriff on here. His name is Bill in the film, but there is no Bill listed under anything. But if so, then he's at least on IMDb. I can probably track it down on something else here. Give me a second. It does look like blue, which is hilarious. Let's see if I can find something on here. Charles Deercop, that's who that is. Let's see who he is. Let's see what he was in. Holy shit. This is insane. Wow.
Is it him?
He was the killer Santa in Silent Night, Deadly Night. Like the one from the flashback stuff. Not Robert Brian Wilson. He's the actual killer Santa, like the fucking criminal one, not Robert Brian Wilson, like he does later. That's insane. He's Flat-Nosed Curry in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which is also...
Blue is an actor named Patrick Cranshaw.
Okay. His first film was Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, and he was a pilot of the Seaview. He's uncredited for that role. But I think the Silent Night, Deadly Night thing's ridiculous.
It is.
He's also in that Eric Roberts movie Blood Red. He's Cooper. Television. And he's on an episode of Star Trek Wolf in the Fold. He's Morla.
No shit. He's man, that's awesome.
Yep, there's that. He was in Bonanza. He played several characters. Shorty, Nicholson, and Sawyer. He's in Gunsmoke, Kojak, Mouse and Chips. On Fantasy Island, he was several characters. He was Vinny Avalon and Harry Weasel Forbes in Fantasy Island. And another cast member of The Fall Guy, which I think everybody in this film was in The Fall Guy somewhere, and that was Mac Doyle and Arden from The Fall Guy.
But I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite shows.
A lot of these actors are in that show, so even the director, so I guess there's ties to it from... They all know each other.
We're not in watching TV because people have to realize there was no streaming services. There was...
Yeah.
Video stores were new back then. That was something new. That wasn't old, you know?
Right.
I don't think people realize how much different it is now, you know? I couldn't go to a phone app. There was no phone. We had a phone, but there was no app to it. And if I got caught listening to 900 porno numbers, I got in trouble. You know?
Yeah.
And that happened a couple times.
I used to call the porno numbers just to hear the intros to them, and then we'd hang up. But there was seriously one called 1-800-ASSHOLE that you could call, and it probably still exists. And the setup for it was just hilarious. It was always different when you called it, but for a while it was the same thing. But it'd be like, press 1 for hot and horny girls, press 2 for hot guys who do it with guys. You know, it was fucking hilarious. There was another.
1-800-ASSHOLE?
Yes. It was a real sex line. You know, we'd just dial random numbers. We used to do it at summer camp, and we would do it.
Hold on a second. I didn't know my brother's number was public. I had no idea.
It might still be a number. I haven't tried it in a million years, but...
I mean, Bound Guy Action. That sounds like my brother. Anyway,
we used to be at, like...
You used to be hot Bound Guy Action.
Yep. We used to be at Little League baseball games, or we'd be at, like, summer camp, and we'd call those numbers, and it was fucking funny.
I could just hear your deck. Where did you call 1-800-ASSHOLE?
I'd be like, no...
Whose asshole were you calling?
Well, it's cool because eventually I had a straight up prank, like a crank phone, because My mom had this Nokia cell phone. It was one of the old ones that still had the fucking antennas on them and shit. And, it looked like a beeper. Just, there wasn't, like, all this fancy shit. It was literally you type in numbers and you dial the fucking thing. There was no time on it. There was nothing. It was just you dial the number. It tells you the number you dialed. That's all that's on the screen. So, the service got shut off on it, but you could still call out. So people couldn't call you back. So we would call all this stuff all the time, and nobody could ever call us back. So we prank phone call a shit ton of people, and they couldn't be like, motherfucker, *69. They call it back and be like, doo-doo-dee, we're sorry. And it's like, yeah, fuck you. And I figured it out because my friend had his parents' cell phone, and they tried to call it. And he could, it did that. It was like, doo-doo-dee. And it was like, but I can call his phone. So we tried it one day, and I was like, holy shit, we have a prank phone. So we would raise hell every fucking day. We would call people for hours. Use, like Full Metal Jacket, Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboards, Howard Stern, all kinds of shit. So we started doing the soundboard thing in the early days of the internet where it had stuff to do. And that was a lot of fun. So that's how I put the internet to use when I was younger. I just used a lot of fucking soundboards and prank phone calling people. And dialing porno hotlines. It's a lot of fun. It's a good part.
Hey, whatever works for you, man.
Good part of my youth. I definitely wasn't bored, but I pissed a lot of people off.
Indeed.
I don't know if we missed anything, but I didn't see anybody, that punk dude, die or anything. I was kind of trying to find out who that dude was. But it's cool to know he's been in a ton of shit, and he's totally the Killer Santa, which is hilarious. I think that's so fucking badass. Now it's kind of, I'll say this movie's dragging a little bit now, because I don't even know what the fuck's going on. They're still trying to, I think, bring these assholes to justice, but they need to just go ahead and pick them off, because, now it's just kind of dragging a little bit. Want to see some more violence. Need some more violence. This movie really didn't seem that long, but it kind of ended like 20 minutes ago by my standards. But I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, this movie's not that good, but it's been fun to watch.
Yeah.
The history of some of these actors in it has been entertaining. I mean, it's definitely... I'm not telling people not to watch it. We're not even the final thoughts yet. I'm just saying it's very... It feels like we're watching a fucking, like, a TV movie.
Yeah, it's very TV, and especially the quality, it does seem like a...
And that's not to be confused with a straight-to-video movie. It just feels like a TV movie.
Yeah, and like I said, a lot of these people are from that Fall Guy show, and I think the director knew all these people from that, and brought them to do this film, because like pretty much all of them are from the Fall Guy, or they've done stuff around that, like T.J. Hooker, and like they're all very, they're all from there, so it's kind of cool to see that. And a lot of these people were in a lot of TV and like did some really good shit. They got a good filmography and good repertoire. They're definitely not nobodies, but after this film, a lot of them, pretty much all of them just were, except for Linda Blair, who was really the only like big selling point, for this movie. Really was Linda Blair, but I guess Tab Hunter too. Who had a lot to, big role in this film. But yeah, and Guy Stockwell, that's the guy that looked like George Romero and Lucio Fulci put together.
Which is interesting.
Which his younger brother is Dean Stockwell. Which that's...
Wait, the actor?
Yeah. With Blue Velvet. And
that's awesome.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That's awesome.
It's pretty fucking rad. It's rad. So that guy's been dead, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Where's Tab Hunter, who we've been seeing on here?
The one on the phone?
Yeah.
Is there somebody I want to start? Because that sounds incredibly familiar to me.
I'm looking at it right here. Let's see. He had a 1957 hit record with the song Young Love, which is number 1 on the Billboard for 6 weeks. Which is crazy. Yeah, it was a hot seller. Weird.
Man, I'm telling you, this print of this looks like shit.
It does. It's pretty bad. I can't, like, find anything like no... Oh.
But I don't think it's cool to watch something that looks like shit. Not with our technology. I just don't.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
But yeah, he was...
With this app and doing this, it's fun. I'm just saying that in general, I don't think I'm too good to do it, but I'm saying as far as owning something, if I owned something like this, I would take it outside and break it.
Yeah. But Mr. Stewart from Grease 2, I mean, that's his most notable thing I can think of.
Well, no, I know him from that, and I just didn't know if he... I guess that's what I'm thinking of him from Grease 2.
He's done a ton of stuff, like, since, like, the 50s he's been acting, but it's just stuff I don't know. He was, let's see. In the episode Nips and Tucks of Charlie's Angels in 1980, he was Bill Maddox.
Amazing.
So that's pretty cool.
I have the original Charlie's Angels stuff on Blu-ray.
That's fucking awesome. Show rules. See, Operation Bikini, Ride the Wild Surf, Gunman's Walk, Damn Yankees, Burning Hills, Girlie Left Behind.
He was in Damn Yankees? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. ...1958 musical film. He's a musical guy. Did a lot of Broadway stuff, and Warner Brothers gave him a contract, I guess, to sing and do musicals, so he did a lot of that stuff. It's pretty rad, though.
Yeah, it's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were watching just now, it was very quick. It was a Dr. Vincent West bowl cut shot. For a young Gore Christ bowl cut shot. It's very quick. Did you see it?
Yeah.
You saw his young bowl?
It was the big bowl, yeah. I've been waiting for...
It's that fucking haircut. Oh, that's right. Now, so was the work-faced guy his kid?
Yeah.
Because didn't he go like dirty?
Yeah, he was like, Papa, and then he went... We need to see something. We were seriously waiting 30 minutes after, like, dude got shot and Linda Blair got rescued, and then they're still fucking...
There's footage we shouldn't be seeing. It's just like...
Well, they should have cut all the bullshit out where they were, like, setting up how they can, like, put these guys to justice and all this shit. They should have just fucking cut to him fucking finding them himself. Like, this just now is happening. And it's just kind of dragged on when they could have just had this...
Yeah, the trailer for this looked better than the actual film actually is.
Yeah. It's kind of like how Mortuary is.
The trailer for this was fantastically done.
And what they show on the trailer is basically what happens in, like, the beginning of the film with that dude with, you know, they have that guy with his hood up.
Look, none of this bullshit was even in it. It's like we're watching some kind of bad television show.
It really is. Well, now, you know, now at least something's happening.
You let me up and come to my salon. He's just like, I'm going to kill you.
It's just, now he's finally doing something about it.
This Tad Hunter guy looks like a fucking Adam West stunt double.
He does.
He does.
Yeah.
To me, that's what he looks like. He looks like a fucking Adam West stunt double.
Unfortunately, he was retarded. That's what he said. Didn't have the heart to put him away. So my brother Orville and his wife.
He's like, he had fucking genital warts on his face.
Thank God they were able to help me out. I thank God they were able to help me. But he's got him strapped to the bed here. He's just like kind of yelling in their faces. He just needs to... Oh, shit. Well, that's, different. Okay. So this guy's also hideous looking. He just wore a prosthetic mask. Jesus Christ. Well, that's kind of fun. Still wasn't worth 30 minutes of waiting for that, but that's interesting. I'm just going to choke this bitch out.
Nasty is what it is.
I guess that makes sense why he had all the masks in his room. There we go. He's got some kind of knife or something. He needs to go ahead and do the deed here. Let's see some more violence. He's literally got him strapped down with fucking seat belts in the bed. Ooh. I guess he cut their face up so they look gross, and now he's just enjoying a smoke and a scotch. They just got like these mangled up faces. Ooh. That's very interesting.
I mean, that guy's, the main guy's face looks like fucking, some fucking nasty chick I fuck's pussy. This looks like some fucking warthole that fucking wheelchair fucker porked.
Now it's like a film within a film thing? What the fuck is going on? Hang on.
I think with all the money they spend for these screening rooms, they find somebody who can run a projector.
I don't understand this. Now they're still dragging the movie on with like this parallel thing.
Why did you break the projector?
There's actual Frankenstein and Wolfman.
I hated the picture. I mean, it didn't show us for what we really are. I liked it. You liked it? On a scale of 10, I thought it was perhaps an 8.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Dr. West thought it was a 2.
I got an idea. Let's go in there and show them what monsters are really made of.
What is this? It's just turned into fucking like... Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm gonna tell you what, this movie is just a fucking mess.
It's still going. Like, it's not... And now they have, like, the actual cast watching the film, and there's, like, these monsters, like Frankenstein and Wolfman dudes.
Yep.
And they're just fucking up the cast, you know, like they're watching their own film, and they have, like, this stupid... This is insane. Like, I don't... Not in a good way. This is just fucking dumb. Like, I don't know. I did not expect the last two This had, like Lord of the Rings, it had, like, 3 endings to it, and they're all fucking unnecessary. That was...
Let me just say something about this movie.
Alright, final thoughts right now, and of course Mortuary would be next on here, which is another film that had a great trailer, and the movie's not good. Because I just mentioned Mortuary, it's really weird, but yeah, final thoughts, Obituary, do your thing. Alright, final thoughts, Doctor.
I had 10 at the 2. It started out, I liked the first probably like 40 minutes of that film.
Yeah, it ended in 40 minutes. It was like done. It was done.
It felt like they just didn't know what they were doing. I don't understand what the point of that movie is. Like it's awful.
And Linda Blair's like not even in it. You know, she gets choked out and then she's done. So like,
I really thought I watched that trailer, we were really going to dig this, but it was just, it's bad.
I said the first 40 minutes were great, and you know, they were pretty good. And then it gets to the part where it shows all the bodies. I think the direction was very effective, and they had some pretty nice shots in there. But
the makeup was good. The special effects makeup was great. But
yeah, but then they just lost me after, you know, they shot the Patrick or whatever, like the son. He was like, Pepper, and they shot him, and the punkers got away. And then they just did this whole, like, they turned it into some, like, 70s cop show where it was really strange and bad. And then
it was very bad.
Linda Blair wasn't in the rest of the film from that point, and then she wasn't really in it much anyway. And Yeah, and then they waited 30 more minutes to reveal that the dad was actually also looked like genital herpes. And, that was interesting, but it wasn't worth 30 minutes of slow setup that it did. And they didn't even show him cutting those people, the punkers' faces, and then they're grotesque too, and he's just sitting there smoking and fucking drinking and reading the paper. And then, when you think the film's finally over, it cuts to, like, this bullshit where it's like a film within a film where there's, like, an actual Wolfman and Frankenstein, and they were, like, the projectionists of the film, like, showing the cast of the movie.
I don't understand it, but I just watched.
Like, that just made it just completely fucking stupid. But I guess what you can say about the last 2 Linda Blair films we've watched, they start out decent, and then they just fuck the entire last 30 minutes of the film up, where it just makes no sense. Because when we watched Savage Streets, when we watched Savage Streets, it was good up until the end, and then they just completely just took a fucking giant crap. I just don't understand, like, what, like, where, like, they just don't know how to write an ending for these films. Like, I don't know. It's very weird.
It's extremely weird, and it doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't even rate this film. I wouldn't even give it a 2, because I'd give a lot of shitty films 2 that I would still watch over this. I would say watch it.
Like I said, I'm giving it a 2 because I thought the makeup was good.
No, it's got some things to it that make it.
The cast was very interesting. I mean, I think that's one of the best cast descriptions you've ever given that we've done on an episode.
Yeah, and to see all the similarities between the cast and their relation with the director.
But the movie, I'm going to be honest with you, though. I will say this, man, it's better than some of the stuff I've bought. I mean,
yeah.
That fucking Splatter University is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever watched.
Oh, what a fucking turd.
I mean, that movie is fucking awful. And that's a shame, because that's a fucking trauma thing, and it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
And that Blu-ray looked like dog shit, too.
It looked like this print, really. It's like they didn't even restore it. They just stuck it on a Blu-ray disc.
It's awful. Vinegar Syndrome should have been smacked in the face for putting that out. It was just awful looking. But, so, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I thought Grotesque was better than Splatter University, so it actually wasn't, I mean...
Yeah, it was entertaining.
I didn't fall asleep,
Yeah. It was entertaining for a little bit, and then it just kind of dragged.
No, it's not. Is it good? No, it's not. But like I said, I'll give it a 2.
Yeah.
Whereas I would give Splatter University a fucking -0.1.
I would say watch it at least once, just to see how ridiculous this film becomes.
If you're into that weird kind of just insane,
yeah, film, especially the end, it's just
because it makes no sense.
It just loses me after that. After dude comes and finds his family's bodies, then after that it just goes off the rails. It just doesn't make any sense when they kill Patrick.
Yeah, so that film could have been 60 minutes long and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
70 minutes.
Did not need to be an hour and 33 minutes at all, because it was done after, like, 45, 50 minutes. It was done.
70 minutes.
Yeah, it was done way before that. And
70 minutes, hour and 10 minutes. It was done.
It was dragged and turned into some weird fucking parallel, like,
bad cop shit, like you said.
Bad cop shit, and then it turned into some, like, wonky, like, Halloween special, like, thing at the very end. It was just like, what is this?
And that doesn't make any sense, but people think it's even weirder,
But yeah, good special effects, had some raunchiness, had some great kills in it, had some, great actors in it, great, like, legendary actors and personalities, TV personalities, so a lot of good cast to it. Didn't hear the music, but apparently by the subtitles there was some upbeat country music, and there was synth, like heavy synth rock or something, so that was pretty cool, whatever. Yeah, recommend, no, but I think if you're doing the Tubi stuff like we've been doing and you're in quarantine still, I'd give it a watch, at least watch it with us on this episode, or watch in your spare time and just see how weird a movie can get towards the end and how they prolong a film, like, I guess they ran out of ideas.
I never do this when we're watching a movie, but since we've been in quarantine, would you like to know, do you think our audience would like to know what I'm watching right now?
What are you watching right now?
I'm going to do a run out of it, because when I watched it earlier today, I seriously about pissed my pants. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I don't know how well you know this movie, and I'm going to move the phone away from my mouth so I can do it right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here she comes to wreck the day!
Oh, that's fucking Liar Liar.
Mr. Reed, if you don't get it under control...
Liar Liar.
Dude, I had not watched this. I was crying watching this morning.
It's weird, I watch Ace Ventura.
My fucking ass off.
I watched Liar Liar like at least a week ago, and I watched Ace Ventura last night because I hadn't seen that in forever. Liar Liar is still my favorite because I can quote that movie. It's fucking great.
Ace Ventura is my favorite, but I'm going to tell you what. Let me tell you what ruins this film. Let's talk about, I know you're probably thinking, God, what did I tune into? But here you go. Do you know what ruins this movie for me? I can't stand that little kid in this. I want to punch him in the face.
Oh, yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah, he's a butt. Jim Carrey's great in it. It's mostly improv that he does in that film. It's all just his craziness.
Dude, this was like the second biggest film he did. He did Ace Ventura, just blew up, and then he did this.
Yep. That's a perfect film. He pretty much had creative control, just kind of ran with the character, and he's insane. And
man, dude, the little kid in this and the ex-wife, I want to punch them both in the face.
Yeah, they're both dicks to him, because they're like, you have a regular job, and you don't spend time with your son. It's like, well, he's caught up at work, and they make him feel like shit about it. Even though he did blow up his birthday party so he can get laid, but it's like, who wouldn't have done that, you know?
But, I mean, are you with me that this kid's just a fucking troll?
He is a troll, and so is that ex-wife. But it's funny, that part where he was like right when that wish comes true and he's not telling the truth or whatever.
You know what he looks like? This kid looks like a monkey. He literally looks like a fucking orangutan.
I had that bowl that he had, though. That's how extreme my bowl was. I had that 90s bowl around the same time I filmed.
I mean, this kid's ugly. He looks like a fucking orangutan. I'm telling you, this kid ruins this movie.
There's a part where he's like, she's like, so you...
It's fucking awesome, but I just can't do it. And that woman,
yeah.
The woman in it is not attractive. She looks like she's old enough to be his mom.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey's mom.
So Mara Tierney, who's also, she's in Semi-Pro.
God, that is her. She looks awful.
She looks better in Semi-Pro than she does in that film. She looks younger somehow in Semi-Pro. I guess her hair and she does makeup or something, I don't know. But, yeah, one of my favorite lines, since she was like, so you really weren't caught up at work on his birthday? He's like, no. She's like, what were you doing? He was like, having sex. That's fucking funny. For Jim Carrey, it's worth it. Like, everything he says in that movie is fucking perfect. Like, there's not a line he says that isn't funny. And it's hard to do, you know, for a lot of people, but that for that movie.
I was watching an interview with him, and apparently he hated this little kid too. Apparently that little kid was a little rat turd.
Probably doesn't do shit now.
I'm going to look that little kid up right now while we're still recording. Jesus Christ, I just found a picture of him. Do you want me to send it to you? Because it's terrifying.
It's the one where he's eating a Nutter Butter.
Oh, it's worse than that. Can I send you this?
There's one where it looks like he works in sports medicine. That's not even the right person, I don't think.
No, but I did find it. Let me send this to you right now. Hold on. Kids, you got to just bear with me a second, because this is... I know we went off the rails here, but this is actually pretty fucked up.
This one, it says, I found his Twitter, and it's him eating a Nutter Butter.
Hold on. Don't do anything. Just let me send you this.
There's a picture of him eating a Nutter Butter.
This is seriously going to terrify you, and you can tell it's him.
This one doesn't even look like him. This looks like fucking... it's fucking weird. It says,
well, I just sent you him, and it's really him.
It said, former actor, current executive producer on Fox Sports Radio. Lakers, Angels, and Broncos fan. It's fucking weird.
Now, look at what I sent you, because that's him.
Jesus Christ.
That's him.
It's not the one I saw. Good God.
That's him. Look at the photo of him little and look at that.
It's a little bit scary. He's like a goddamn football player. That might not... I don't... Is that the same dude?
That's him.
Let me see.
That's him.
It's fucking weird. There's all.
I still want to punch him in the face.
Let me see.
I'm telling you, that's him.
Oh, I'm just reading about it because it's funny. Let's see. God. He looks like shit in this other one, too. It's so weird.
Well, the one I'm looking at, he looks like he's on fucking roids, the one I sent you.
He works as a producer for Ben Mahler's show on Fox Sports Radio, staying strictly off camera. Leads a pretty low-key profile on social media, tweeting mostly about sports. Yeah, he looks crazy there, but he's let himself go. Because if you look at this picture of him on Twitter, which he's active on, he doesn't look like that. He looks like a fucking... he looks like a, like a fat slob now. So that little glory shot must have been taken a while ago. Because here's what... Because he actually...
Are you sending me a picture?
Yeah, because it's funny. I mean, that must be him now, and this was him then. Because like, there's all different pictures of him. It's fucking weird. He's like a goddamn ghost. I don't get it. Because this looks like him, like, when he, like, years ago or something. There's no way he looks like this now compared to that. I'm gonna see when that Twitter was.
Did you send me a picture?
I'm about to. I'm trying to find when this. Oh.
If you guys if you're just not tuning in, we're looking at the hideous photos of the kid that was in Liar Liar.
Now, this is from May, like 2 days ago, and he's still got that profile picture, so. This must be what he looks like now, but I don't know how he went from looking like he was a 36-year-old fucking football player to looking like a 15-year-old, like, fat kid, so, I don't know. It was very strange.
Are you sending me the picture?
Yeah, it's right here. Just looks fucking weird.
Just text it to me. What are you sending it to?
I did send it to you.
I don't have anything from you. Okay, now, dude. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's like...
Broncos hat.
That's like a current picture. It's fucking weird.
He looks like somebody that come up to you and tell him it's good to see you out.
Yeah, it really does.
Wait, then that means that other picture that I sent you is fucking fake.
Yeah, I think so. But I looked it up, and that was actually on, like, a real thing, but I don't know. There's no way he looked like that, and now that's what he looks like, because that's a current picture from his Twitter account. He looks like some fucking Broncos dork eating fucking Nutter Butters. It's just weird. Yeah. It's very strange. I bet we can get him on the podcast, so that'll actually be kind of funny. Like, so what do you really look like? Do you look like a football player, or do you look like a fucking nerd?
It's like you stared like a fucking orangutan like you did in that film.
Oh my god.
Well, because I just want to, just full disclosure, how many times did Jim Carrey just want to walk up and just fucking hit you with a bat?
I'm Jose Canseco. That's kind of funny. But yeah, the film was weird.
I'm telling you, this kid ruins this fucking film. I told Jens the same thing, because Jens loves this movie too. But I'm telling you, it's not Jim Carrey. It's the little bastard kid and that fucking hag of a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, she is a hag in that movie. I like Carrey.
She's wearing granny panties through this entire film.
Yeah.
It's like no wonder he fucked his boss, because his boss was actually fucking hot.
Yeah, and she's got these fucking, like, no bra and, like, these fucking banana boobs hanging out. It's like, ugh. Don't want to see that shit. I think Carrie Elwes is annoying, too, in that film. I mean, he's funny, but you still want to fucking kick him in his nads.
Who?
Carrie Elwes' character, the fuck's his name in that movie?
Oh, the guy from Brotherhood Men in Tights?
Yeah. God, what's his fucking name in that? Oh, Jerry. Yeah. Plays Jerry, the stepdad. Or the boy, he's really just the boyfriend in the movie. He's not a stepdad, because they're not married, but... Yeah. It's funny how he makes fun of him in it, Jim Carrey does, but... He's such like a fucking anus in that movie. But Jim Carrey's worth the whole thing, but we're getting on a thing here. We're going about over as this movie did with the endings, but
We did, but that was fun anyway.
It's been fun. You know, we could have talked about this, then even watched the ending to that because that movie was so dumb at the end. But yeah.
We fixed the dumb by talking about Liar's fucking monkey actor.
Yep, it was Justin Cooper, and he is
that little fucking ugly little fucker.
Yep.
Don't take his fucking Denver flat bill hat off and shit in it.
But we hope you guys enjoyed and check out some of our other episodes and our interviews. We got
Except in Liar, just like your football team sucks.
got more interviews to come, and hopefully we got some stuff in the works, and we'll see about that. People get on the ball with answering us, and we'll get back to you on that. But we have plenty of stuff coming and plenty of stuff up. So check it out. Thank you. Download the Tubi app. Follow along with our other episodes we have up. Follow along on this one. If you haven't already, go back and start this bitch over and do it again so you can see how ridiculous this film becomes. But yeah, thank you guys for your support. And stay fucking gory. And stay fucking horny.